With just 100 days to go before South Africa's local government elections, all eyes are turning to the communities that feel the impact of government every single day. In Johannesburg's Alexandra Township, residents continue to battle high unemployment, rising crime, and crumbling infrastructure. For many, these challenges have become part of everyday life. But amid the struggles, there's a different story unfolding. Young people in Alexandra are refusing to give up. They're launching businesses, creating jobs, and leading community projects that are bringing hope where it's needed most. As election day draws closer, one big question remains. Can this new generation of energetic, solution-driven young people transform local government from the inside? Will their voices finally be heard at the ballot box? The next 100 days could determine not only who leads South Africa's municipalities, but also whether communities like Alexandra finally get the change they've been waiting for. What do you think? Can young people reshape local government? Share your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more South African news updates.
Promises of a better future. But before national government, before premiers and presidents, there is local government. The municipality that fixes roads outside your home, the municipality that collects refuse, the municipality that's responsible for parks, libraries, local economic development, and many of the services that shape everyday life. And here in Alexandra, young people are asking whether they have a role to play in shaping those decisions. South Africans will head to the polls on November 4 to elect a new generation of municipal leaders. But in Alexandra, one of South Africa's most historic townships, many young people are wrestling with an important question. Does voting still matter? Years of unemployment, crime, deteriorating infrastructure, and service delivery challenges have left some feeling disconnected from the political process. Yet even as frustration grows, many are refusing to stand still. Instead, they are creating opportunities, solving problems, and investing in the communities they call home.
I'm Lebona Applegreen. I am 22 years old of age. I have never voted because I'm convinced there's no power in just one single vote.
Lebona Applegreen is 22 years old. She has never voted. But her story is not one of apathy. It is a story of action. While questioning whether a single vote can change her circumstances, she has chosen to become part of the change she wants to see in Alexandra.
What we're living in is actually not normal. Someone from out of the township coming into the township would literally be just scared of how we're living. For example, Alexandra is just a clustered space. Overly populated. There are a lot of people. We're exposed to a lot of fights. We're exposed to crime. There are a lot of municipality issues in terms of maybe garbage not being taken. There are water damages. There's just a lot that you could see.
Her concerns mirror those of many young South Africans. But if Alexandra is viewed only through the lens of its challenges, an important part of the story is lost. Because alongside the struggle are young people building businesses, creating jobs, and investing in the future of their township.
We have over 200 bars and taverns in Alexandra alone, promoting a culture of alcohol consumption, even to a young group like ours. So with a space like Lumos, I want to offer an alternative social space where people can gather around and socialize or work, do their homework, whatever the case may be, outside of those specific establishments.
Determined to offer young people an alternative to the cycle of hopelessness, Lebona established Lumos Coffee Cafe. Her vision is simple: create a space where young people can meet, study, work, collaborate, and imagine a different future for themselves and their community. Data from Alexandra's wards shows that voter participation among younger residents remains a challenge. Yet conversations with residents suggest a more nuanced reality. Many young people have not disengaged from their communities. Rather, they are looking for leaders and institutions that match the energy and commitment they demonstrate every day.
My name is Innocent Katlego Komape. I was born and grew up in Alexandra Township. I voted previous elections and I see the value of voting.
A few kilometers away, another young entrepreneur has reached a different conclusion about democracy. Katlego Komape believes participation and self-reliance can work together. For him, voting and community action are not competing ideas. They are both part of building a better Alexandra.
They come outside, they step outside the gate. Motho ke o le o ile tsuba kwae o re emela motho o bereka ngwe yang go mmerekong a feta kopa R2 da. Like I don't expect dilo tse di soko bathong ba mo location. I expect motho gatswa a tsebe go rotswela what's your purpose? O tla tsebo re a ke ya go bojwa boishiwash ro tlhatsa ditlhako.
When the economic impact of the COVID-19 pandemic left many struggling to earn an income, Katlego created an opportunity for himself. What began as a shoe cleaning service became a small business built on determination and consistency. Today, it stands as a reminder that entrepreneurship can flourish even in difficult circumstances. But he believes local government has an important role to play in creating an environment where businesses like his can grow.
Young people who can even think for themselves. How could they make something out of nothing? I pray for Modimo ka ba thusa a ba tlisetse monagano wa making something out of nothing. Like just like me, something. You see, you give me your shoes, I wash them, and then you give me something.
Local government often feels distant, but its impact is visible everywhere in the condition of roads, in public spaces, in local economic development, in the safety of neighborhoods, and in whether young entrepreneurs find an environment that helps them succeed. The choices voters make in this election will help determine how municipalities respond to those challenges over the next 5 years. Both Lebone and Katlego have chosen action over despair. But they also believe communities cannot carry the burden alone. For local government to succeed, residents must participate and elected leaders must listen. For Lebone, one of the biggest barriers to participation is information. Many young people do not know who represents them. They do not know where ward meetings take place, and they do not always understand how decisions affecting their communities are made. That disconnect may prove just as significant as voter turnout itself. Yet despite her skepticism, she believes young people cannot afford to remain on the sidelines.
I started the business based off my personal experience, and I'm continuing with the business, and I'm going to grow my business independently because I know the power that I have independently. So if we come together as young people and actually reassure ourselves that the power that we have together would then actually make a change, that would be so much better, rather than looking up to the government that keeps on giving us all these promises and then in the end not fulfilling those promises, and then we're left on the side just angry and confused.
From creating businesses to building community spaces, Alexandra's young people are already shaping the future of their township. The question facing them now is whether they will also shape the institutions responsible for delivering services, creating opportunity, and driving local development. Because local government is not only about politics, it is about the quality of everyday life.
I believe that many other young people do not know our local councillor. Many don't even know that there are different ward councillors in Alex, so there could be more than one local councillor. I feel like local councillors that are put out there, they put out to our mothers and our grandfathers, and they usually speak to them, and young people aren't often involved in political issues like that.
And for many young people in Alexandra, this election is not simply about choosing leaders. It is about deciding what kind of community they want to build and what role they are prepared to play in building it. For Newsroom Africa on Channel 405, I'm Skarama Fukwani in Alexandra, Johannesburg.